Hey guys, so today I want to do a quick little video here. Some people have been, I've been making full reviews comparing the Galaxy S3 versus the Galaxy S4, but I haven't made a little bit of a shorter video where you sum up some of the things that I've been seeing, and you might be wondering, should you buy the Galaxy S3 from last year, or should you buy the Galaxy S4? Well, I have a full review if you want to see the full review, but if you want to see a little bit of a shorter version here, then of course that is fine. So, should you buy it? Should you? The first thing I want to cover here is that that the Galaxy S4 is not meant for normal people to upgrade from a Galaxy S3. Most people have their phone on a contract that is 2 years. So most people that probably will upgrade to the Galaxy S4 is probably coming from a Galaxy S2 or any other device, maybe an iPhone 4S. But most people don't upgrade phones every year. That's like crazy for many people, and most people don't have that because they can't afford it or something like that. But if you are a hardcore enthusiast and always like to have the latest, is the S4 a good thing? Is this a good thing? Well, I'm gonna say my favorite features here with the Samsung Galaxy S4 compared to the S3 from last year. The first thing is the edge. So you can see here that instead of using normal little bit around the edge here, I definitely think that it looks more professional with this edge that is first bigger, and it makes the phone feel exclusive and a little bit or way better actually to hold when you use the buttons, also volume up and down keys. And these things look so much more pro to have that. And too bad that it should have been in aluminum, but for me that's a major thing actually. Major cool design update that they did. I can have my S4 on the table and I just love to look at the sides. For me it's a big thing, okay? Might not be something for you, but for most people I would say that it's the little things that makes you want to upgrade. But for me it's a big update because it's on all sides, this major thing there, but they should have made it in aluminum or something. Now the second thing here is we can see some design improvements here. First of all, that the buttons here, that it's exactly perfectly aligned in the middle here on the S4 compared to the S3, and also you can see here that the border is thinner on the S4 compared to the S3, so that also is a major thing for me. And then also, if we continue on, the screen is also improved. I mean, it's the same AMOLED screen. I don't really care that much that it's 1080p versus 720p here on the S3, because you won't really see a major difference. Sure, I will see a little bit of a difference, and I love that in terms of reading and sometimes a little bit in the browser, but it's not going to be huge. But of course, I do enjoy no pixels or anything, even when you're zoomed out 100%. I always want to have the latest, and I always want to be on top of the food chain. I always want to have the latest stuff that looks the best and that's the sexiest. But that's not the main thing. The main thing here is actually that when we have the brightness turned to 100% on both these two smartphones, you can still see that it looks a little bit more unreal here on the S4. And a lot of people have been saying this, that the screen actually looks very futuristic, and it looks crazy. It looks like I have a sticker or something on top of the display, so it's even more vibrant, something more saturation or something. They made the color accuracy better. You can also see that when we go into the browser. The Galaxy S3 display looks almost a little bit yellowish, so it's a huge update there in terms of screen, and also that the screen overall is brighter. And then also that we do get 500 more milliamps battery, but then we should also remember that is needed, because we do get get a better screen. We'll get a way more better CPU and GPU, more power in that area, and that is also a major thing for me, that it's future proof in terms of CPU. So quad core clock at 1.9 gigahertz. Could be a little bit high, as people have been saying, and then the phone could definitely be, if you're looking for gaming a lot on your phone, you definitely should look it up first, because at least my Galaxy S4 variant is getting kind of hot, compared to probably the Galaxy S3. So you should definitely look that up before you buy if you are a huge gamer. Hopefully Samsung will fix that more in future updates. They did send out one update that should have fixed that, but it still seems like people is having problem with heat. But the GPU still overall will perform better. They run a 320 GPU, so you have more future-proof there in terms of hardcore games, and the CPU also is of course future-proof. You also get the latest version of Android, of course, which comes with its awesome tweaks. One of the cool things here, of course, the Galaxy S4 comes with a lot of new TouchWiz updates, and TouchWiz is Samsung's own UI on top of Android. A lot of those updates are going to come to the S3 as well, with the latest Android 4.2.2 update. But one of the things that I do love a ton is that when we go down like this, you can see that we don't have that many toggles here or on the S3 compared to the S4. And also that you have even more toggles here on the S4, which is pretty awesome. I also do believe that you can customize the lock screen a little bit more here. We can actually have widgets here on the Galaxy S4. And then also we do have some sick updates that you can have the screen to always stay on, Smart Stay. That it stays on when you're looking at it, and then you have some sick features in the browser Air View that you can just hover on top of the screen. You don't even have to touch it to zoom in. You also have Smart Scroll, so you can scroll without even touching the display, and they have some sick stuff like that. You also have that you can scroll with your eyes, which is pretty sick. You have some new apps in here that probably also going to come to the Galaxy S3 here in the future. Apps like S Health, S Translator, S Voice probably has maybe some updates. And then also what I do like is that when we go into the settings area, you can see that they have made it easier here to navigate, because they have tabs up here at the top now. So of course that is pretty awesome. But it's the little things, and it's not an update for everyone. Don't hype because you don't take so many new updates. I mean, they've updated already tons in terms of the CPU, the GPU. They've even updated the camera, and the camera could definitely also be a big thing. That yes, you will get some better pictures with the 30 megapixel camera, also high resolution than the 8 megapixel camera that we do get inside of the Galaxy S3. So we can also see here that we do have the Galaxy camera UI, which also definitely looks a lot sexier, and you do have some new features in here, or it's at least easier here to go in the mode here, and it's perfect for newbies that don't know how to use some of these things, that they do help you with some text about what different features is doing. You can also see I have this nice aluminum button here that I put on. I actually made a video about that if you are more interested in that. But really, I mean, the major things is definitely that the screen really looks sick on the S4 compared to the Galaxy S3. So definitely a win there, that they made some sick update to the screen, and I just love it. And this thing that if you do have the aluminum button here, plus the edges here, it really looks sexy. Too bad though that Samsung didn't go with a full aluminum sides on this phone. So a quick little video here, and also of course a big thing will be for price. Maybe you can sell the Galaxy S3 for a pretty good price. Remember though that also there's different variants of the Galaxy S3 out. I do have the 4G variant here, but earlier I did have the 3G variant, and of course, as most of us do know, there is a big difference there in terms of speed, and all the Galaxy S4s is gonna come or is like coming with 4G. So if you're on a carrier, if you do have 4G, I mean, it's gonna be a big difference there. You also have some sick air view features that works. You can without even having to touch the display, you can actually preview messages, you can preview pictures, you can also preview a video when you're playing it. So of course that is pretty awesome. But the screen is not super much bigger. It's not super much bigger, only going from 4.8 inch to a 5 inch. But the big difference, as I said earlier, and as I'm saying now again, is that for some reason it just looks better. It's brighter and it's more awesome in terms of color accuracy and stuff like that. It also has some new sensors up there. It has an IR sensor also at the front side, so you can actually control your TV with your Samsung Galaxy S4, and of course that is pretty awesome. But it has some humidity sensors here also in the S Health app. In the S Health app that's from Samsung itself, you can count your steps, take pictures of what you're eating, and maybe get a tip of the day. But that's not the major things. Talked about the major things now in this video. Hopefully you did enjoy this video, and if you have anything to add, you can do so in the comment section down below. And until next time, have a good day.